This is Vinyl Voices Radio, ESPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Denman.
Dusty Sandehan.
All right, we're back for another segment of Vinyl Voices Radio here on ESPN. He's Justin Deas. I'm John Denman. And our guest this week,
Uncle Jumbo. Uncle Jumbo is in the house.
Uncle Jumbo's hanging out. And we got another song to listen to. Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit about this song.
This song is Bicicleta, and it is from my latest album, Taste the Sky, which is nominated for the Grammy. This song is all about riding around on a bike and saying hello to everybody, just spreading love. When I made this album, it came from a lot of just everyday situations. And one of those situations is I'm definitely that guy in the neighborhood who will put a Bluetooth speaker on the bike with me and ride around and just like sing out loud. Especially, that's one of the ways I came up with the lyrics on this album, which is riding around, singing out loud. And so I had to show love to just that process and how good it feels to just ride around on a bike. And that's what Bicicleta is. And the song is with my friends, Uno, Dos, Tres, Andrés, who are bilingual children's music artists, make a lot of jams, big mentors and friends of mine. And we came together for this one just about spreading love.
All right, let's hear it.
Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride. Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride. Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride. Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride.
Peace. Time to roll. I just wave at everybody in the barrio. 2 wheels, dos ruedas. Todo el mundo, everybody, come on and vibe together. Unidos. Got to shout it out for all my people. One love to my people. And I'm riding my bicicleta everywhere.
Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride. Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride.
I'm in no hurry, no tengo apuro. Yo con mis amigos y yo los saludo, digo hola, hola, hola. Dime qué pasa, hola, hola, hola. Voy a mi casa, pedaleo rápido, pedaleo lento. Keep it moving, there you go, vive el momento. Hola, hola, hola. Dime qué pasa, hola, hola, hola. Voy a mi casa.
Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride.
Hola, 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 when I roll by.
Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride.
Hola, 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 when I roll by.
Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride.
Hola, 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 when I roll by.
Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride.
Hola, 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 when I roll by.
There's a very, just like I mentioned, eye candy, earlier with your visuals, all the videos that you do for these songs. So, I mean, how does that kind of come together? I mean, I'm sure it's different for every particular song, but I mean, they just look so cool. I mean,
Bringing it to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the life in it is it. I think that with not just my music, but music period, to me, I just hear all these worlds and it's so exciting to me.
You see the music.
I see the music, and it's fun to give that to people, that experience and like that feeling. So my videos are the best way that I know how to put people in the world of the music that I already hear. It's a way to be there more and to feel these things more, to see yourself. So with Bicicleta, that was very special. All the elements in that, all of the art was drawn and colored by my wife and my daughter.
What? Really?
Our home is like one day going to be completely covered in my daughter's art, and I'm all good with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I am all good with that. I remember going to, we've lived where we live now for about 4.5 years. And I remember before we moved there, we were looking around at places, and this person had wallpaper made out of their kids' art. I'd never seen anything like that. It was incredible. And I was like, that's such a beautiful, it's your home.
Mm-hmm.
Make it yours.
Right.
And I'd never seen anything just expressed that. And so, but we don't have wallpaper, but her art, her pieces, her drawings and paintings are everywhere. And they've always been an inspiration to me. And I've always wanted to create a world that you can step into that looks like these things. So we draw on brown paper a lot sometimes, and it has a different feel. And so to cut those out and to rearrange them. So that Bicicleta video, it took a while because all of those pieces, from the Ferris wheel to the trees to the buildings that are going up and down. It's a Houston skyline, by the way, that was drawn. It's all in this world that you can also feel too. And like there's a shadow behind it. It looks like you can pick up the pieces of art on that video as you watch it. Mm-hmm. And that video is like when you play those racing games at the arcade or something, right? Past like checkpoint, like right. That was like, I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to have this world made out of this kid's art, because my earlier videos, like Roly Poly, the first one I ever did, it's of course completely green screen, and that's me in the kangaroo and the bee costume, the mascot things dancing, but it's all digital. And as a parent, I mean, every day I'm getting drawings from my child, and I love it, and it's inspiring. And I'm making music for kids and all of us too. Right. But the kids are a deep consideration in what I do. And I want the world that I'm in to look like the world that kids draw at home. That's why my logo, when you look at it, it looks like a 5-year-old could have made it. Right. Because I'm talking to them. Yeah. I'm talking to them visually, and I'm talking to them with my songs.
Yeah. There's that definite connect there, in watching that world come to life. But I like too that, kind of reeling back to music, because this is a music show.
Vinyl voices.
Yeah. Is that how smart it is that, every kid is trying to learn how to ride a bike. True. So why not have a song that kind of like,
Well, this is what I say. Everything is a song. Everything is a song. I'm telling you. And what's very special about my audience is that the kids know that and accept that. And at some point, as grown-ups, we get a little stale and stiff. And the lens that we view things in, it's like, no, you can't, that's not a song about my ex. What is this? Like, it doesn't compute. Yeah. It's like, look at this world we're in. Look at this studio we're in. It's like all of this is so special, and every single thing is a song. So yeah, riding a bike, that's a song. And riding a bike, not just riding a bike. And this is where I try to do. I slide it in sometimes in subtle ways. And I just hope that the kids really internalize and start to sing these songs over and absorb and live these messages. But we're not just riding the bike in Bicicleta. Speaking of which, we're speaking a different language.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
We're speaking Spanish in here, and right. We're normalizing that into this song, right. Into the jam. Yeah. So if you really want to jam to this song, you're going to speak some Spanish. And speaking of that, when you learn a new language, like let's say that you have a friend whose first language isn't English, what you're going to talk about are things that you have in common. Right. So how do you say bike? Right. How do you say apple? How do you say, what are these things that I know how to say in my language? So that's also a point with Bicicleta, is to do that. But we're not just riding a bike. you know, bicicleta, I want to ride. Hola, 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 when I ride by.
Right.
It's all about riding around and spreading love.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, to me, we're passing by each other and saying, what's up? Everybody is,
Right.
you know, and
Don't go to Philadelphia.
well, look, I know
The
some.
city of brotherly love.
It's the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia. Look, I think that
Uncle Jumbo has to sell records in
You
Philadelphia.
need to get up there and
Come
teach
on,
us
good
lessons.
job.
I'm so stubborn that I'm the type like, we're only doing shows in Philadelphia.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna straighten this out. But I don't believe, like, yeah, sure, like a city can have like an overall demeanor, and they could even buy into it and want to preserve that and keep it going.
Oh, yeah.
But man, I know people from Philly, and they're beautiful sweethearts.
yeah.
Great people.
It is. Once you make the eye contact and you break the ice, everything changes.
I used to, hey, that's the truth. I used to wait tables, and that's where I learned that. It's because people, like, you will come across all different kinds of people. And sometimes, you know, you work on a weekend, it's the end of the week. People had a hard week. They're coming in there to get what they want. They're going to be the boss in that moment. Maybe they're not the boss at any other moment, but they're the boss there, right or wrong. That's how they approach the situation. And as somebody who's, you know, serving the food and taking care of their experience, like, you have to make sure it's going to be okay. And I learned how to I actually love to talk to people with different attitudes, I'll say.
Sure.
And get to a common level. Because, I mean, why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want to be cool? Why wouldn't you just want to flow with everything?
Right. I think, you know, when we were talking about just the
I'm
idea.
sorry, you want to talk about music. I'm talking about waiting.
No, it's cool.
That's music, though.
There's music in that. That's
Come
right.
on.
No, we're talking about Bicicleta. I was like, I guess because I've listened to your stuff for a minute, I know that there's the undercurrent of like, hey, you know, we live in this world together. Let's vibe together. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just when Jesse was a kid and couldn't figure out how to ride without the training wheels.
Yeah.
Pops was like, why can't you get this? You know, I could have used that song then. Like,
I appreciate that. Music has that way to hook onto you and also push you.
yeah.
I used to go to this basketball camp when I was a kid, and we would split off, and like some kids would do defense, some kids are going to work on ball handling drills, but then there would always be a time when everybody gets to come together and the coach is going to address everybody, and they would play, I think it's Gloria Estefan, Get On Your Feet.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
on your feet. And when you hear that, it's like, you know, to come to this court and everybody's going to be there.
Right.
But that was like, when I hear that song, I think about like Elbow Away, and I think about all the things
Yeah.
of like basketball. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah. I'm thinking about Bicicleta. See, Dad.
let me ride.
Yeah. Chill.
I wanna
I'll
ride,
get it.
Dad.
I'll get it, Dad.
I'm
Just
gonna
chill.
get it.
Let's just listen to this cool song.
Let's build a ramp.
Let's take it further.
Of course, that's this guy. Let's build a ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a nice song, and the video is really, you know, just fits, you know, and it's cool that you got to do that collaboration. And I know on the last album, there are a lot of features on the album. And so
Not
getting it-
just vocals too, but the people who played on the album. I really wanted to stretch myself vocally. Like, I'm really singing and leaning into my voice a lot on that. And I wanted to do the same thing instrumentally and really push it. So I've got some beautiful instrumentalists and guest vocal features on this album who really bring it. And it's all about moments like that. Like, I'm a kid riding a bike. Like, why couldn't that be the best music ever? That's what I'm trying to do.
right. Nice. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, that if you haven't watched the video, or you probably watched it if you're watching us on YouTube, but if you're listening to it on ESPN or the podcast, look it up watch the videos on YouTube.
Yeah, you can find me Uncle Jumbo, just YouTube/Uncle Jumbo. And I've got stuff from when I first started, like my first show at the Children's Museum Houston, through multiple dance-along videos, live show stuff, and long-form stuff. You can just put it on and enjoy it for a while. But yeah, definitely watch the YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, let's take another break. Get back. We'll talk more with Uncle Jumbo. This is Vinyl Voices Radio. Stay tuned.
Bicicleta, bicicleta, I wanna ride.